Yes. Oh, they're nice. We've got ripe avos. I love this combination, avocado with jalapenos. It is so good. Breakfast is served. Everybody, and welcome back to the vlog. I have made a little black decaf coffee in my favourite mug. This one I got from a market in Christchurch. I have made my trusty favourite lemon, avocado, relish and jalapenos on Tim's amazing sourdough. 10 out of 10. Today's vlog we are going to be reading a library book. I was reading this in my last vlog that I just uploaded, the winter holiday one, and I'm about halfway through. It's actually due back. I think it's overdue. I feel so guilty that I need to go return it today. What we're going to do is I've got the book on Audible. I used a credit to listen to the rest of it. This one needs to go back to the library. And I have a few more library books which are due back in about 3 weeks. And to be fair, I have been in an absolute reading slump. I have just not felt like reading for the last like good 2 or 3 months. I don't think I've read many books at all, and it's taken me a really long time to read, especially this one because it's taken me such a long time to get through, and the book before that took me a really long time to finish, so that I was kind of like really forcing myself to read it. So let's go back to our bread and butter and go back to some romance books, because I always have a good time reading a romance book. I've got some popular authors here. They're books that have been on my radar. My sister loves Vari McFarlane. I've read a few of her books and really enjoyed them. I found this one at the library. It's called It's Not Me, It's You, and I'm really looking forward to a bit of a laugh, a bit of a tug on my heartstrings. And then I've also got Beth O'Leary's The No Show. This one, I'm just looking for a good time. I read the last book that I read was the Christmas one, and I really enjoyed that. That was really fun to read. I liked it more than the Flashiest. I'm looking forward to reading a Beth O'Leary book. Just looking for some laughs, some fun, and some good relationships. Like, I love it all. Vari and Beth O'Leary, hopefully I can get out of a reading slump. I'm definitely behind on my new release books that I want to read. There are so many new releases. One that I'm highly ready to read is the Chloe Rush in the Binding 13 series. The new book that I didn't even know was coming out is out, and so I'm very excited to read that. In the meantime, let's get through the library books and get out of the slump. Got a bit more intel on Patience's story. She is the one that ran away from her mum. There's just been some development in the storyline, and it's slowly coming together. A few hours later, it's 2 o'clock. We just got back from the supermarket. This morning I read up to page 144. I am actually gonna prep some juice for the week, which I haven't done in a long time, but I'm just craving lots of fresh fruit and veggies. So I've got some celery, which we're going to prep, carrots, and some beetroot, and also got pineapple for the sweetener, and some lemons, and I don't know, would apples be quite nice? Maybe apples. So that's the juice situation at the moment. And I have got my book, which I need to find the right chapter for Good Bad Girl. I am just going to listen to that with my headphones while we make some juice. juice was just the beetroot, pineapple and lemon, so it's very sour. Going on with my hair at the moment. I just straightened it. I did it the wrong way. But update on the book. I am over halfway. I've got 1 hour and 53 minutes left. So I have listened to 2 hours today, and it's going a lot faster the second half of the book. We're kind of getting connections now, and there has been plot twists, but just like a subtle plot twist. I am gonna go to the library now and return Good Bad Girl and just listen to the rest of it on audiobook. I'm actually really enjoying the audible version of it. There's about 3 characters in the book. My boots. There's something about a good pair of boots that just makes me feel so confident. This is the outfit of the day. A little skirt, little boots. I actually got these boots secondhand. I'm so stoked. They're real leather and they're so warm in winter. I have been working, but I did finish I did finish Good Bad Girl yesterday, the day before, and I gave it a 3 on Goodreads, but I actually gave it a 3.5 because it was really drawn out the beginning, but then the last hour that I was listening to it, it got really good. It had a very soft plot twist. Didn't see coming. It was very cool how it wrapped up, and it didn't go the way that I was expecting it to go. It had a nice ending, which I enjoyed. So it wasn't good, wasn't bad. It was okay read. It did the trick because it got me back into reading, and now I'm very excited. Got my next 2 options, which are both rom-coms or women's fiction, and with the rom-com elements. Well, the No Show is definitely a rom-com, and I was just looking at which one to read, and I saw that this cover is so cute. That's a really nice cover. Compared to this one, they're definitely the same book, the No Show. Like, hello, it's so cute. But anyway, so we've got the No Show, which apparently I was looking on my Audible, and I've actually only got 2 hours and 56 minutes left listening to it. So I did start it. I have no idea when I started it, but I do have it on my Audible because I went to look it up and see if any of them were complimentary on the Audible app. I was like, oh, is this complimentary? And then it says no, you've actually bought it. So that's in my library. So we either have the No Show, and then we have Barry McFarlane, It's Not Me, It's You. And this one looks really good. This one says it's an uplifting read and feel good. It's got witty, sharp and giggle-inducing modern and honest romantic fiction at its most accomplished on the back as a little praise there. But this one says it's about when Delia's life is turned inside out, from a disastrous proposal to resignation-worthy team-building exercises. Moving to a new city looks like the answer, but this has its own measure of problems, and Delia finds herself in a distinctly shady job where telling the truth seems to be entirely optional. An investigative journalist starts digging. Delia must ask herself where her loyalties lie, and if this life is truly better than the one she left behind. A moving, hilarious and insightful tale that questions what you do when your life is broken. Do you try to put the pieces back where they were or build something new? So this kind of sounds like a bit of a self-development journey. I'm kind of in the mood for this, but I do have only 3 hours left to listen to this, and hopefully listening to it will jog my memory, because I have zero idea what actually went on in this book. Let's see what it says. Siobhan is looking forward to her breakfast date with Joseph. She was surprised when he suggested it. She normally sees him late at night in her hotel room. Breakfast on Valentine's Day surely means something. So where is he? 2:43 p.m. Miranda's hoping that a Valentine's Day lunch with Carter will be the perfect way to celebrate her new job. It's a fresh start and a sign that her life is falling into place. She's been dating Carter for 5 months and things are getting serious, but why hasn't he shown up? And then 6:30 p.m. Joseph Carter agreed to be Jane's fake boyfriend at an engagement party. They've not known each other long, but their friendship is fast becoming the brightest part in her new life in Chester. Joseph promised to save Jane tonight, but he's not there. Meet Joseph Carter, that is, if you can find him. So this is a funny, heartwarming and joyful new novel about dating and waiting and ways love can find us. Yeah, I really can't remember what this is about. I'm going to continue this and see if it jogs my memory. If it doesn't, start it again and listen to it from the beginning to give it its full attention it deserves. And I'm actually really excited because I really want to read some new releases. Both of these authors have new releases. I'm excited to read these two from the library. This morning I got up and went for a walk with Tim to work, and I just picked up they were offering hojicha at the cafe that I like to go to, and it's actually really yummy. It's got kind of like a barley, nutty, earthy taste, and I got it with oat milk and I'm really enjoying it. I think it has really low caffeine compared to matcha and coffee, even though matcha, I think matcha has caffeine, but it's like a slow release and I don't get the jitters from it. So I've been enjoying matcha, but then they had hojicha, and I tried this in Melbourne when my friend was getting married. One of her friends suggested that she really liked it, and when I was in Melbourne they had it everywhere, but it hasn't come to Christchurch. This is the first time I've seen it in Christchurch, so I'm so excited to try one this morning, and it's living up to all my expectations, and it's not sweet at all, so that is a really yummy. It's just like very earthy and nutty, so I'm enjoying that. And right, I am actually cooking dinner before work this morning because it's my turn to cook, and I'm gonna make enchiladas, and I think it's gonna take me just over an hour, so hence the audible book and listening to the No Show and finishing it, because that's just very handy. Let's get into cooking. I just ended up starting the book again because I was listening to it for like 5 seconds and couldn't remember the thing, and I started again, and I'm really enjoying this book. It's really fun. We've got the 3-woman point of view and just finding out what's going on with their situations with work, their relationships at the moment. And the way that Beth O'Leary writes is just so flowy. She's such a good storyteller, and yeah, I'm really enjoying it. It's really good. I've just made a little toast, well, a couple of pieces of toast while I was cooking because I was getting really hungry, and the enchiladas are done. It is 10:20 now, so I've got the enchiladas and they're about to go in the oven.
across the lawn. I should get back to it, Miranda says apologetically as Carter removes his glove.
Do it for you, and spend the rest of the day with friends non-stop. Each time she exposed the hurt.
Listened to a few hours of the book. Yeah, up to page 74. I am gonna sit here and read for the next 45 minutes. I'm actually enjoying it. I don't know why I stopped it last time. It's very intriguing, the three women, Jane, Siobhan and Miranda, and they've each kind of got their, I don't know, I don't think any of them are in committed relationships except for one, and he seems a little bit mysterious, and she's just gone to his mum's house and he's saying that she has dementia, and she can relate. I think it was Miranda can relate to that because her nonna had dementia. The guy that she's seeing seems very tense, and I'm trying to figure out if it's the same guy. I don't know if I've missed something, or like, you know, sometimes when you just like don't feel clued up on what's happening. I feel like that at the moment with this book, and hopefully we'll get past page 100 today. I'm so stoked with the reading that I've done today because we are definitely out of a reading slump. Second book for the month. Really happy about that, and the vibes are so cozy. We've got the little candle going. I just did a little bit of journaling, books, and I'm just gonna snuggle up with my blanket on the couch, and it's still raining outside, and just read my book. Wednesday morning. I'm going to give you a little book update. I finished the no-show on Wednesday or Thursday, and it ended up taking me about 8 to 9 days to read because in the middle I went to Auckland. Even though I said I was out of my reading slump, I was kind of like, there was a lot going on, so it did take me a wee while to read this book. I ended up listening to it on Audible for the most part and enjoyed listening to the 3 different characters on Audible. I felt like it was enjoyable. It wasn't slow, the pacing was good, but even though each of the women had their own thing going on and they were very focused on their lives, like the center of the book was about this one guy, and with something that happened, a bit of a plot twist, is a bit of a change in timeline, and it's something that you don't know what's going to happen because the author's hiding it from you, so that was a bit frustrating. That's why it's bumped down a few stars. I didn't really enjoy the concept that much. Maybe that was probably the points bringing this book down a bit. But then I've heard her new release is very, very good and very fun, so I'm looking forward to the next Beth O'Leary book. And then I read It's Not Me, It's You, and this book was a game changer. The writing from the get-go, the first page had me in such giggles because I forgot how much Vari puts time into each and every single character. There are so many characters in this book and they all have a personality. The main point of the story was Delia's self-development, and it was just so incredible to see that she went from this kind of, I don't know, like lack of self-esteem, kind of, she didn't realize she was just like going through the motions of life, and then realizes that her 10-year boyfriend cheats on her. The whole world is flipped upside down. It's about her kind of rediscovering herself, going back to what she enjoys, her hobbies, her passions, moving city. She is so bold and so inspiring, and it's uplifting. I could not put this down. I was giggling so much at times. Barry McFarlane's writing just flows. The characters are so in depth. The romance kind of just like, you just don't think, well, I didn't think it was going to be the romance at the beginning, because I was like, and then I kind of did a little spoiler because I was looking at how many pages there are in the book, because I was like, man, like I started this on Sunday and got like in one sitting, could not put it down, was already up to page 169. I just completely devoured this book and finished it in basically 2 sittings. It was unputdownable and a 5 out of 5 star read. I really, really loved it, and it was just, it was so heartwarming and so touching. So 5 out of 5 stars for It's Not Meant to Not You, and I think it's quite an old book. When was it written? Okay, 2015. Loved that. So I'm actually going to go return both of these books to the library now, finished up. But we started this kind of around the 1st of July, or just, I think I finished Good Bad Girl on the 1st of July, so I've been reading that for a few weeks beforehand. So I don't know, it's taken me about a month to get out of a reading slump, but it's been so much fun kind of getting myself out of that slump. Finding a 5-star read has been the best feeling. If you've read any other of her books, what's your favourite book from Barry McFarlane? But yeah, let's go return these books. Thank you so much for watching. I had so much fun filming, and hopefully I'll see you in the next vlog.